Welcome to SS1 Music. This lesson focuses on analysis of set works, the systematic examination of specific musical compositions specified by WAEC for detailed study. Analyzing set works develops your ability to identify musical features, understand compositional techniques, and write knowledgeably about music in examination responses. Musical analysis is the careful, systematic examination of a musical work to understand how it is constructed and how it achieves its effect. Analysis involves identifying the elements of music, melody, harmony, rhythm, texture, timbre, dynamics, form, and structure, and describing how they work in a specific piece. The goal of analysis is not simply to describe what happens in the music, but to explain how the composer's choices create the musical experience. Good analysis answers not just the what but the how and the why. For WAEC music, candidates are expected to analyze pieces from the set works list, specific compositions that have been prescribed by WAEC for detailed study in each examination cycle. This analysis is tested in the written examination through questions requiring description and analysis of specific passages, identification of features from printed notation, and discussion of compositional techniques. A systematic framework for musical analysis ensures you cover all the relevant musical parameters. The framework uses the acronym MHRTF, melody, harmony, rhythm, texture, form, to which we add timbre, dynamics, and tonality. Melody, describe the melodic character. Is it conjunct, moving mainly by steps, or disjunct, moving mainly by leaps? What is the range, narrow, medium, or wide? Does it have a clear phrase structure? Identify any melodic sequences, repetitions of a motif at a higher or lower pitch. Harmony, identify the key and mode, major or minor. Identify the harmonic language, is it diatonic, using mainly chords within the key, or chromatic, using chords from outside the key. Identify cadences at the ends of phrases. Note any modulations, passages where the music moves to a new key. Rhythm, describe the rhythmic character. Is there much variety in note values or is the rhythm regular and even? Are there examples of syncopation, accents on normally weak beats? Dotted rhythms, triplets, or cross rhythms? Is the tempo indicated and what is its effect? Texture, describe how many voices or parts are involved and how they relate to each other. Monophonic texture has only one melodic line. Homophonic texture has one main melody with coda accompaniment. Polyphonic or contrapuntal texture has multiple independent melodic lines sounding together. Form, identify the overall structure using letter names, binary AB, ternary ABA, sonode form, rondo, theme, and variations. Let us apply this analytical framework to a key work in the Nigerian art music tradition, African Suite by Fela Sound, composed in 1944 for string orchestra. This work is significant both as one of the first major orchestral works by a Nigerian composer and as a landmark in the synthesis of Nigerian folk music with Western orchestral technique. The African Suite consists of 5 movements. The most frequently analyzed is the 4th movement, Lullaby, and the 5th movement, Ekinla. Melody in Ekinla, the melodic material is derived from a Yoruba folk song. It has a pentatonic quality, using 5 pitches predominantly, reflecting the West African melodic tradition from which it derives. The melody is lyrical and singable, presented first by the violins in the upper register. Harmony, Sound uses Western tonal harmony, major and minor triads, primary triads, and functional progressions, but the overall harmonic language is simple and transparent, allowing the folk melody to remain clear. There are occasional chromatic harmonies that add richness. Rhythm, the rhythm follows the natural speech rhythm of the Yoruba text associated with the original folk melody. Texture, the texture is predominantly homophonic, the melody in the upper strings is supported by sustained harmonies in lower strings. Occasional countermelodies appear in other string parts. Form, the movement follows a simple ternary ABA structure with a contrasting middle section. This analysis shows how sound achieved natural synthesis. The West African musical identity of the folk melody is preserved within Western orchestral technique and formal structure. When writing an analytical response in a WAEC examination, use a structured approach. Begin with a brief contextual statement, name the composer, the work, its date, and its genre or medium. Then address each parameter systematically using the MHRTF framework. Use precise musical vocabulary. Do not say the music is fast or slow if you can say allegro or adagio. Do not say the music is happy if you can say it is in a major key with bright, diatonic harmonies. Support every analytical observation with specific evidence from the music, bar numbers, instrument names, or descriptive references to specific passages. Avoid vague general statements like the music is nice or the composer was talented. Instead, make specific observations. The melody in bars 1 to 4 is conjunct, moving mainly by step within a range of a sixth, creating a lyrical, singable character. The phrase ends on the dominant with an imperfect cadence, leaving a sense of incompletion that propels the music forward. Today we covered that musical analysis is systematic examination of how a piece is constructed and how it achieves its effect. The analytical framework addresses melody, harmony, rhythm, texture, and form, plus timbre, dynamics, and tonality. Applying this framework to African Suite by Fela Sound reveals how natural synthesis works. West African folk melody preserved within Western orchestral technique, homophonic texture, tonal harmony, and ternary form. In examination responses, be structured, use precise vocabulary, and support every observation with specific musical evidence. For your practice exercise, listen to African Suite Movement 5 Ekela on YouTube and write an analysis of the first 2 minutes using the MHRTF framework.